in February.
Welcome.
So the thing with Erasmus is that they follow you
Welcome.
in terms of the age as
Welcome.
well as
Welcome. Welcome.
in terms of where you come from. So
Welcome.
what you need to prove is, of course, that you have all the documents
Okay,
that
so we are
are
live now.
needed
We are live now.
to enroll in the
Came
So we
program.
here
are
without
expecting guys. Yes,
me
let's
because I
see.
was
So
looking like I'm
Yeah.
sick or something.
so what
No,
again I
no,
want
All
no,
you
no.
to
right.
do
You know.
Okay.
is to check
Now
Okay,
it
you
the
are,
now it's
oh,
now it's
details that
okay.
I've mentioned
yeah, yeah.
before.
Let me know if
So
anyone.
what you just need to do is just go on Google, check Erasmus catalog, Erasmus Joint Masters catalog,
Mm.
I'm going to
and
go to YouTube
browse
just
through
to
that
check
catalog
it
to find
also.
out which course that you
Yes,
might
let's
be
see.
interested
Yeah,
in.
it's there.
We
People
can
are.
tell you
You
for
check.
sure
We should be
that
online
most
now.
of the
Check.
programs have closed
All
We
right.
should be
for
online now.
applications. We
Uh
by now
Yes, we are online. We
some
are
of them going
online
to be
now.
closing by the 28th of
1 minute,
February,
1 minute.
but
Let's
they
see.
will reopen again in September. So you said that you're in your finals, so you
Okay,
can
let's see if guys are
certainly
available.
begin,
Okay, maybe we'll get
preparing for
started.
those
Let's wait
events
next
as soon as
1 minute or
now, so
two.
that you're not rushing. Read
All right.
everything that
It's
you can online. Try and get all the
what
Yes,
time is it?
somebody's there. Yeah, somebody's there.
ensure that
Yeah,
you
it's
have
2 o'clock here, which is
to go
8
through
p.m.
your statement
So,
of
guys,
work
welcome. 2 people are here already.
as well,
All
just
right.
So
so that
let
you
me
can
have
be
to
able
log out.
to have
You have to
the
log out?
documents
Hold on,
necessary
hold
in
on, hold on, hold on.
September.
What do you mean by you have to log
Okay,
out?
so that is
No,
our
from
first
Twitter.
segment.
Oh,
I
okay.
want us to
Oh,
move to the next
Okay.
segment, and Dr. Sivi, I just
Okay.
want you to
So,
speak about
um, so guys, welcome.
the fact that, of course, you're now
Welcome
doing your PhD, and
to this
you've spoken to
meeting.
quite a number of students,
My name is
undergraduate students,
Olida Shokumbi. Yes, known as D1. So,
and
I
there's
mean,
something
I'm
that
doing
we
my
mentioned
PhD
before
here
about how
in Canada, and I'm here with me. I have here with me Sylvie. Sylvie, can you kindly introduce yourself so that we can get started? Sylvie, can you kindly introduce yourself so that you can get started? Or maybe you mute
okay.
the
Can
Twitter.
you? Yeah, yeah. Let me
Yeah.
mute. Let me mute Twitter.
and that is the
Yeah.
reality that I want us to
Okay.
discuss right here. And I
The
don't
Huh?
people are
know
here
what
already.
has been your experience. Did you come from Cameroon and meet some people,
Okay.
some Cameroonians in Japan, and how was it like for you? What have you seen with other students
Uh,
as well?
how
Okay,
how
so
do
we
you
can.
how do you mute? I'm trying to. Oh, are we
No,
already?
you. Yeah, we are live already.
I
So,
don't know how to mute Twitter.
About that.
so you can mute here something like this. Let me show you. You see a mute button here
Uh-huh.
down.
Yeah, but it
Dr.
says
Sylvie, you're still muted. I don't know whether you can hear me.
yeah, but
Uh,
you can still hear Twitter, right?
yeah, 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 I can.
All right. Okay.
So
Fine,
I'll
fine,
have to
fine.
log out.
All
I'll
right.
have to.
Okay.
Well,
So let's get
I know
started.
what's happening
Okay,
with
thank you
me,
so
but
much. So guys, so let's get
I don't
started.
know
See if
whether
you can introduce yourself.
Yvonne
6 people are here already.
also dropped
Okay.
off the speaker.
On you have
Uh
to you may have to log out of
I
Twitter
don't know what
I'm trying.
is
Okay.
there,
Let
or
me.
reduce the volume.
but I really wanted Dr. Sylvie to weigh in on that. But before we can maybe let her weigh in on
Okay.
it,
Can
You know
reduce the
what?
volume
Nayo
because we
to
can
see
This
hear.
is what
someone
I'll
else
do.
requested to speak, or to Nayo if
Okay,
All
good,
right. Okay. Now
good.
it's okay.
Now it's okay.
Can
Now we
you
are
can you
fine.
hear me?
Yes, we can. Thank you very much.
I can't hear you.
Uh, can you hear me now?
Oh yeah. I know what is going on. Oh
Okay.
Lord. I need my speakers.
Nayo, are you here?
It's not going to work out without my speakers.
Oh, okay. So they can hear. So guys, please welcome, welcome. Please let's give some time for Sylvie.
All right.
So that we can. Okay.
Yes.
So okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Now
Yes,
it's
you have.
okay.
Yes, we have 9 people here. Let's go.
All right. So can I start?
Yes, 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 yes. You are live.
All right. Hello everybody. Uh I would have liked to see how it looks like, but it's okay. Thank you guys so much for joining me. My name is Sylvie, and I am a what I tell students about scholarship opportunities studying abroad, and I'm Cameroonian. I've been living in Japan for almost 8 years now. I've had different scholarships, and in 2014 I had the MEX scholarship. That was the first scholarship that I got, and then in 2016 I was like the first runner up for the I was the third runner up for the Mandela Washington scholarship. That was the second scholarship. And then in 2018, I got the Yala Citizens Journalism Award scholarship, where we got to learn about like being citizen journalists and how they got to guide us throughout all of that. So that was the other scholarship that I got. And then in 2021, I got the Clinton Global Initiative University scholarship. So far I've been fortunate to have about 4 different scholarships, and ever since I started even getting my scholarships the first time, I was always curious about opportunities, because I don't know about everyone here. I do not come from a lot of money, and it was extremely important that I search for opportunities, because if I didn't search for opportunities, I wouldn't have been able to figure out like what I wanted to do with my life, because I didn't have that ability to do that, like just based off of my parents' funding and everything. So what I used to do when I was in Cameroon many years ago, I knew that I wanted to study abroad, and I didn't have the finances. My parents didn't have the finances to do it. So I started working in a cyber cafe, because at the cyber cafe, they couldn't give me money to go to the cyber cafe to surf the internet to look for jobs. So I decided to look for scholarships. So I decided to work at the cyber cafe. And in working at the cyber cafe, that was where I started having my first exposure on how to search for scholarships, because I spent all the time searching for scholarships, and through that I got to learn how to search for scholarships, what scholarships are interesting to apply for. And since then I've always searched for scholarships, and now I mostly search for scholarships for people as well as on my YouTube channel. So if any one of you is looking for scholarships, feel free to reach out to me.
Thank you very much. Without wasting time, let's go straight up. Yeah, do you have your screen? Can you want to show a presentation or something? Or I can
All
add
right,
it.
so okay, I should share my screen now.
Yes, if you share your screen now, I can see it.
All right, okay,
So
fine.
just click share screen
All
on this
right,
same platform. You see
all
share screen.
right.
Did you see it? Can you
I
see
see
it?
share. I see
Good,
share.
good, good.
Uh, let me.
So that people can see the scholarships.
All right. Share slides, and then from your computer, uh, upload file.
Mm.
Upload file. We currently support Google Slides, PowerPoint. All right. Let me see. Upload file.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. So it has to be a file that I have saved on my computer. All right.
Yes, you have to
Okay.
save it. Yes.
All right, because I have it here, but I saved it's saved online. So now let me download it
No, you
and
don't
see.
download it. You have to download it. Yeah. So once you
Uh
download it, then share your screen because I want our viewers to be checking the scholarship as you talk about them, and then
uh-huh,
so that they
uh-huh,
can also be taking notes. So
uh-huh.
guys, get your pen and your paper. Oh, Ephraim from Mauritius, thank you. Sylvester from Zambia, thank you for coming. Lone Ranger from Cameroon, thank you. Aisha from Nigeria for sure. Love from Cameroon, thank you. Samuel, where are you coming? Where are you connecting from? Kazim Seriki, Kausat Lawa, thank you. Wakari Kram, thank you for joining. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you. Where are you joining us from? While Cyril gets the PowerPoint and download it, because I want her to show us what she's the scholarship as she's talking about them. I want everybody to connect and see. Okay, Shegun from Nigeria, thank you. Brahma Kamil from Nigeria, thank you. Folake Johnny from Nigeria, thank you. Aloyd, thank you from Nigeria, thank you. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel, please. Subscribe. Samuel from Ghana, thank you. While we wait for Sylvie, President of Olubenga Adekule, you must be somebody who know me. Mr. Basit from Abu Dhabi, my guy. Welcome, sir. Yeah. Welcome, sir. While we wait for Sylvie to get, I want her to get the downloaded package so that she can share the screen and we can see. Can you download it now?
Yeah, I have it on my desktop.
Okay, thank you. So once you have it on your desktop, just click share screen and then it will bring the screen, and then I can pull it up here, and then people can see.
Yeah, check it. I think you have it. Oh, that's it
Good.
uploading.
So good. So then click share screen.
No,
Mr. Victor. Yeah.
Just it's processing. It says processing.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
So it will come here now, and then I'll just put it on the screen. People can see. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining. Please give us some time to, because I want you guys to see the scholarships as she's talking about them. The truth is that we have done this before, but I didn't. I don't know where I put the video. I just want to upload it on the YouTube. But I mean, let's do it live so that people can ask questions. It's okay. The one we did the other time, I didn't see the video again.
Who knows? Who knows what happened to that video?
Yeah, Maureen, thank you. From Nigeria, thank you. Thank you guys. Sorry, guys. So can you?
Yeah, it should be there. You don't have it?
Okay. So click share screen, and then
I
click
have.
it. If you click it, I should see it here.
Huh?
So if you click, for example, if you click share screen here,
I
if you just need, or maybe slides, or
there was an issue with your file. Please try again. Oh wow. He says there was an issue with your file. Please try.
So you can re-download. If you cannot, then maybe you have to talk about it. But I want people to see.
Yeah. I actually, this is a presentation. It says that it supports Google Slides, so this should be fine.
Aisha is asking me a question. D1, you also studying abroad? I get Aisha is a new follower. Go to my Twitter handle. Let me give you my Twitter handle, and go to my LinkedIn. Just search for this on LinkedIn. You will see everything about me. This is my real name. So go and search on LinkedIn, search on Twitter, search everywhere. That answers your question, Aisha, because I cannot be answering the question. Yeah, this is my name. So go on YouTube, go on LinkedIn, and go and search. Then you will know more about me from there. I think that should answer your question. Or put it on Google. Yeah, put it on Google. That should answer your question. So guys, we are coming. If you cannot see the file, maybe you have to just tell us. Maybe guys will just write it. But I want them to see, because I know you have the slide.
Yeah. 1 minute, everybody. I'm so sorry. Probably would have done a test run of this. It says that processing. So I'm hoping that it says it supports
so if you click share, you can, if you open the screen, the slide itself, then you should be able to share the screen. So open the slide itself and click share screen.
No. All right, you should have it.
Okay, so let me see if it's here. Yes, it's here. Thank you.
All right.
Now everybody can see now. Yes, good. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, this is it doesn't. It's breaking the words.
Let's continue. No problem. Just continue.
All right. So I'm going to talk to you all today about undergraduate scholarships for international students. And the reason why we want to bring this conversation to you all is because most times I started curating scholarships for students a very long time ago. And I found that undergraduate scholarships have been the hardest for me to find for students. And master's students, you'll find lots of scholarships for them. PhD students, you'll find. Undergraduate students, it's hard. So if you can take notes of this is really going to help you. And most of these scholarships are annually. So yeah, of course, you may look at it like the deadlines have passed already for this year, but it's okay. Take down the notes and keep it for next year. You're going to need it. You can start preparing your documents to apply for them next year, okay? So do not bother even if the deadlines have passed. Okay, so our first scholarship that we are going to talk about is a Romanian scholarships for international students. So this scholarship, the application timeline is from the 20th of December 2021 to the 15th of March 2022. So we still have time. If you are going to be applying for this scholarship, we still have time. You can still, the 15th of March, you can still submit your documents. And what this scholarship is going to be covering is you're going to have an exemption from payment of your registration fees. You're going to have financing of your tuition expenses. So your tuition is going to be paid for the Romanian language preparatory course that you're going to get, and then you're going to have the financing of your tuition fee. So all your tuition is going to be waived, and then they are going to be giving you a monthly scholarship, like a stipend. They will provide for your accommodation, medical assistance is going to be provided to you, and then exemption from payment of visa fees, because normally you have to pay your visa fees, but they are going to exempt it for you when you apply for this, when you get this particular scholarship. So this is still up. You check it out and see if you're considering Romania as a study abroad destination. Okay. And then
Thank
our
you.
next scholarship is the Austrian government scholarship. So this is the deadline of this is the 1st of March. So you have what, like 2 weeks ish if you're going to be applying for this. And they are going to be covering a monthly scholarship. So they'll be giving you a stipend. They'll be giving you health insurance, and they'll be taking care of your accommodation and travel costs. This is provided by the Austrian government.
What's up with you?
This is provided by the Austrian government. So check it out if you're considering Austria as a study abroad destination. Okay. All right. Someone is moving the slides. Are you are you moving the slides, D1? I don't know
No,
what,
no, I'm not. I'm not.
because I'm on the second slide and I keep seeing it on the fourth slide. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Okay,
All
you
right.
can continue.
All right. So now this the third scholarship is a Taiwan Higher Education Scholarship Program. And this is an interesting scholarship, because I've been searching for scholarships, but I never really found like scholarships to Taiwan. So this one is provided by the Higher Education Department of, it's like a government funded scholarship. They are going to be providing a return airfare, housing, tuition and credit fees, insurance, textbook cost, monthly allowance. I think that the deadline to apply for this scholarship is early this year. I don't remember the exact date, and when I was doing the checkup for it, I didn't see the exact date, but this is sometime early this year. So y'all check it out. Just type in Taiwan International Higher Education Scholarship on Google, and then there you can read more information. There you can see the application timeline. Okay, but it's fully funded.
Okay,
And then the
sorry.
next one,
So if I may ask, someone is asking. So for Austria scholarship, there's no tuition scholarship. If Olua is asking,
that for
for Austria scholarship, there's
Mhm.
no Sorry, please. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
So
So
for
for
Austria
Austria
scholarship,
scholarship, there's no tuition
there's no tuition
scholarship.
scholarship.
Oh
Mm.
yeah. It says that when I was going through the information, it says it's a fully funded scholarship. First of
Okay.
all, it says it's a fully funded scholarship, but when you look at the breakdown of the amounts that are provided, this is what they state on the website. So if they say that it's fully funded and then the breakdown doesn't state tuition fees, I'm not sure what that implies. But if you are going to be applying for this, I'll say that you should reach out to the scholarship providers
Okay.
and ask them about the tuition fees, because you can just tell them that you've seen all the other things that they cover, the benefits of the scholarship, but you're just wondering, how about the tuition? Are they going to be covering tuition? And then now they can give you more information on that. Okay. I hope
Okay.
that I was able to answer your question.
Okay. So
All
now
right.
another question is saying, how do we check out this application? So let me just answer. This is just to give you guys a general view of all the scholarships. Yeah. So I may, or with CV, we may also do a Twitter threads or come up with another video where we break down all of these scholarships one by one. The essence of today's meeting is to let all of you be aware of the kind of scholarship that we have for undergrad. So your job now is to copy the name of this scholarship and put it on Google. Now you know the name of the scholarship. Put it on Google and click the link. You will see the links where you apply on Google. So for Sylvester asking the website where you can apply, put the link, put the names of these scholarships on Google, and you will see all of this information and apply. So I may break down, I'm saying may because I'm not sure because of my schedule, or CV and I can break all of these scholarships down one by one, and then we'll show you how to apply. But there's nothing new. Go to Google and you will see them We just want you guys to be aware of the fully funded scholarships that are available for undergrad students. So I hope I answer your question for Kalsarat and for Sylvester and for everyone. Thank you.
All right. All right. So the next one is the Cash International Scholarship at Duke University. So this is for if you're considering the US as a study abroad destination. This is a fully funded scholarship for international students at Duke University. So this scholarship actually covers tuition, room and board, mandatory fees, 3 summers of funding for research, unpaid internships, and then other opportunities for the advancement of your career. The deadline of this scholarship has passed because when I was doing research, for this scholarship, when I did a video on my YouTube channel sometime in early I did 5 fully funded scholarships video on my YouTube channel, Study Abroad Prep, where I was telling you all about this scholarship. And the deadline, when I went back to the website, when I was preparing for this presentation, and I went back to the website, the application, they had taken out the application page, which shows that the deadline had passed. You cannot apply for it. But the good thing about the cash scholarship at Duke University is that it's annual. So you'll take it. So you'll write it down, and then next year you can start preparing your documents to apply for it next year. That works also. Okay, and then let's talk about the Turkey Scholarship Program for international students. This is a scholarship provided by the government of Turkey. The deadline has passed also. The deadline has passed. This was between 10th of January and 20th of February. That was the deadline for the scholarship.
Wow.
When is today? What's the date of today? Today is 20. Oh, today's 20th of February.
Yeah.
So the deadline was actually today, so you can no longer apply for it. It covers tuition fees. It allows you to learn the Turkish language, provides accommodation. Your flight fare is covered, health insurance is provided, and a monthly stipend is provided. So it's actually like a fully funded scholarship for international students. That
I heard about this Turkey scholarship too. It makes sense. But it's ending today. Hey.
Yes, the deadline is today, so you can no longer probably, if you are not started preparing your documents to apply for it, it's going to be too late to try to rush now to apply. But yeah, okay. All right, our next one is the GIST Undergraduate Scholarship for International Students in Korea. I'm sure you all have seen this. I've seen it flying a lot on Twitter. So many people posting about it. So this is a scholarship for international students to South Korea, undergraduate students to South Korea. And it's a GIST scholarship. I think the university is Gwanyong something, is University of Tech, something like that. And the scholarship, they actually launched this scholarship middle December. So I made a video about the scholarship in the middle of December last year, and now it's early February, so the deadline has passed. But y'all, as I said, save it, apply for it next year. They are covering tuition fees, student allowance, meal allowance, international allowance, settlement subsidy, one-way flights. These are all the things that they are covering for this scholarship. If you are considering South Korea as a study abroad destination, do well do well to check it out. Okay. And then we have the All Loving Ashinaga Africa initiative that I'm sure you all already know about, because it's a very famous scholarship on the continent.
Yes,
I had the privilege
this
to interview.
This Ashinaga scholarship, I think it's throughout the year, right?
No, it's you mean like application timeline?
Yeah.
No, it's not, because
continue.
Yeah, with the Ashinaga program, the way it works is that when they open it up, they have the opening session for English speaking African countries, and then they have and then that circle closes, and then you have the opening up session for French speaking African countries. So what they are trying to do is they are trying to include all parts, and also French and Lusophone African countries. So they are trying to make sure they include all African countries, but because it's very diverse, the continent is very diverse, they have to go like in chunks, like the French speaking people and the English
Yeah.
speaking people.
Mm.
And the thing with this scholarship is that you need it is targeted at students who have lost one of their parents. So you need to have lost either a mom or a dad in order to
Ah.
apply for this scholarship.
Ah.
Yes, it's a scholarship for orphans.
Mm.
The founder of the scholarship, he lost I think it was like his parents, so he always, and it affected his education a lot, so he always
Mm.
wanted, he understands the story of orphans and always wanted to provide opportunities for orphan students. I had the opportunity to sit down with the director of
Yeah.
Ashinaga Africa in Senegal, and
Mm.
we had an interesting conversation about how students can get this particular scholarship. So if you want to learn more about the Ashinaga scholarship, she shared a lot of tips, tricks if you're going to be applying for it. Check out my YouTube channel, Study
Okay.
Abroad Prep. There's a video where I interviewed the director of Ashinaga Senegal, and she gives information on what they are looking for the
Mm.
ideal candidate for this scholarship. So you all
Wow.
go check it out, and you can get a lot of insights on when you apply for it. Of course, it's a fully funded scholarship. You get to study in any part of the world. So
Any part of the world.
yes, so
Wow.
Ashinaga scholars are in all parts of the world: UK, Canada, Japan, many parts of the world. The thing is, you have to go, they call it a leadership program mostly, because you go to the first year of the program, you get to go to either Uganda or Senegal, and there they train you. All have like study abroad prep done actually. So they prep you
Okay.
all to go study abroad. They prep you to apply to different universities that Ashinaga has partnerships with. So you'll find
Okay.
Ashinaga scholars in so many parts of the world. So you'll definitely check it out. It's an amazing scholarship. Okay.
Wow.
All right. And then the next one is the Lester B. Pearson Scholarship for International Students that we all know about. Okay. If you're thinking about Canada as a study abroad destination, definitely do well to check out the Lester B. Pearson Scholarship. This is an annual scholarship. Excuse me.
Okay.
This is
Yeah.
an annual scholarship. So if you miss you already missed it this year, because the deadline was, I think, sometime in early January. That was, no, from November to December. High school schools were supposed to nominate their students. So if you missed it, then you have to prepare for it next year. Okay, make sure that what you should pay attention when it comes to this to the Lester B. Pearson Scholarship is that high schools are the ones that nominate you.
Okay.
Compared to other scholarships where you can just go ahead and do your application for it, like the Ashinaga Scholarship where you just go ahead and do your application.
Mm-hmm.
With this one, your high school,
Okay.
the high school that you went to has to nominate you,
Okay.
and then through that you can be considered for the scholarship. And the high
Okay.
school has to defend why you are being nominated. Like, are you like an
Mm.
amazing student that they think that you are worthy of getting the scholarship? So that is the process for this scholarship. You'll pay attention to the process, because you can see the dates, but the dates are really way ahead, because all of these dates are really dependent on when did your high school nominate you. So if your high school does not
Mm.
nominate you in time, you're not going to meet the deadlines. Okay,
Mm.
so you all pay attention to this. But it's an amazing scholarship. Okay.
Mm. Mm.
All right. And then we have the Croatian government scholarship. I
Wow.
read a lot about the scholarship, and it had a part of me was like, is this a scholarship for Catholics, or anyone can apply for it? So
Okay.
when y'all go, try to read more the details about this. So you get
Mm.
to study in Croatia. It's fully funded. They take care of like everything. And this is a scholarship that is targeting students from developing countries. So
Of
you'll be
course.
competing with students from all parts of what is called developing countries. You'll be
Mm.
competing with everyone from there. So make
Mm.
sure you put your best foot forward. And then we have the Schwarzman scholarships that we all know about. The Schwarzman scholarship that is done by the CEO of, what is it, BlackRock or Blackstone? I don't know which one of them it is. He decided that China is already a very important part of our world today. So it is
Yeah.
important that we get to understand China as much as possible. So this
Yeah.
is a fully funded scholarship for students from all parts of the world to go to China. And
Mm-hmm.
you go to China, you study a lot many things about the Chinese system, way of doing things, way of living, way of doing business, and everything. You get to understand that in this very extremely what international environment of students. And Schwarzman scholars are like the best from all parts of the world. So
Wow.
y'all definitely check it out if you want to go study in China. This is an annual scholarship, so it's going to open up again next year.
Okay, so I want to ask about this scholarship. Is that the school that will nominate, or individuals can just
Which
apply for
one?
the school?
Schwarzman?
The Strasman scholarship, yeah.
Schwarzman, you apply.
You
You
apply
apply.
yourself.
Yes, there's a
So
process. You just
so it's
apply.
only the Lester B scholarship that the school has to nominate you. For other scholarships so far that you have said, individuals can just go online, check them up, and then apply.
So far in this presentation, yes, but what you get to see is that lots of scholarships to Canada has students have to go through a nomination process.
Oh, okay.
So we are going to have some other scholarship to Canada here, and it is going to be that same process where students will have to be nominated. Apart from this Canada scholarships, you don't really see other scholarships having this process of nomination. I don't know, it's like it's a Canada thing. I'm not too
Okay.
sure. You can tell us more about what that is
Yeah.
about, because
Yeah.
even me, I think it's weird. Like, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then we have the University of British Columbia scholarships in Canada. So this I don't know why this doesn't show clear on the screen. This is actually different scholarships that are found at the University of British Columbia for international students. So
Yeah.
what I'll advise, because it's not showing clearly here, so I cannot really break down each one. What I'll advise you all is that type up University of British Columbia scholarships in Canada for international students. About between 4 to 6 scholarships are going to come up, and when they come up, take time to read through each of them, because when you read through each of them, that is when you get a sense of what each one covers. And of course, the normal process is you have to apply to the University of British Columbia. So it is a university based scholarship. So because it's a university based scholarship, you will have to pay attention to the university application process, such that you can go through that, and then you will be on your way towards getting. And they actually open at different times. That's what I realized last year. Though, because they open at different times, you want to know when each one is opening up, such that you can submit your application for it then. Okay. All right.
Nice.
And then you can tell us about this one. You can. Do you want to do this presentation?
No, do it. This is my school.
This is your school. This is your school.
Yeah.
So this is the Concordia Presidential Scholarship. You get to study next to Dion. You get to probably live next to his dormitory if you get it. And it's fully funded for bachelor students.
Yeah.
And as usual, in typical Canada style, you have to be nominated by high schools in order
That's the
to
thing.
go through the application process. I don't know what this is about, but just pay attention, knowing that timeline is not really based on you. Timeline starts with the school, the school that is nominating you. So you need to make sure that you get that as early as possible, so you can get through your application in time. Okay. All right, and then we have the Reach Oxford Scholarship. This is fully funded to the University of Oxford for international students at the bachelor level. Okay, wow. So this is actually from selected countries. So the first thing that I'm going to want you all to do is, when you go there, check through which is my country on the list of eligible countries to apply for the scholarship. That is extremely important, because that is like the first thing that is going to eliminate you, regardless of how your qualifications look. So make sure that your country is eligible to apply for this particular scholarship. And the good thing with it is, it actually leads you, if your country is eligible for it, there are tons of majors that you can apply. Like all the majors that are at the university, they all give you a chance to be able to apply to these ones. Do we take questions?
Yeah, you can see the question on your screen, right?
Yeah.
So Busaya is saying that do all these universities waive application fee, because that's also a problem too.
The thing with a fully funded scholarship is that when you are applying for a fully funded scholarship, most times, like when we looked at the Croatia scholarship, when we look at the Austrian government scholarship, they mentioned it there, like specifically that application fee is waived, because it's a fully funded scholarship. But
Okay.
most times the default with fully funded scholarships is that it is fully funded. You do not get to pay for all
Anything.
of these other different parts that you get to pay for when you're paying for when it's a partially funded scholarship.
Mhm.
That is why it's hard to see a fully funded scholarship where you have to pay bits and pieces of it. I've not seen many. I've seen it for partial scholarships, but I've not seen it for fully funded scholarships. So I think that if you're going for these fully funded scholarships, you don't have to worry about the uh, the application fees. I think they are going to be waived. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Then we have the American University Emerging Global Leader Scholarship. I actually know someone who got this scholarship, and I was so proud of him when he got it. So this is an amazing scholarship for international students to go study in the US, in Washington. So you'll definitely check it out. And I think application periods, the timeline is really based on the timeline of the university. So
Okay.
I don't remember the last exactly when he applied last year, but um check out the university's application timeline, and from there you can get a good sense of when the application for this scholarship is going to open up. So it's called the
Okay.
American University Emerging Global Leader Scholarship. It has lots of opportunity. Like, it's a fully funded scholarship with tons of privileges, and it's like the best of the best that are taken. So if you all get it, you all are going to be like amongst the elite students who get the scholarship. I see a
I see.
question.
Yeah.
I have a less privileged friend and he's got passion, but he's somewhat average. What do you think, Uncle D1? Okay, that is for you. Go
No,
ahead.
the answer is
Go ahead. Go ahead. That's for you.
no. You can answer is. You mean is if everyone is less privileged, it just depends on what's your definition of less privileged. So less privileged in what sense? It's not clear. Is less privileged in terms of cash? If it's that, then that's why we are talking about scholarship. So someone who has a passion and is average, that's the thing. If you are less privileged, then you should not be average. If you are average, then you may not be able to get a scholarship. I'm not saying you cannot, but for you to get a scholarship, remember, scholarship is a competitive process. Undergraduate scholarship, for those of you who follow me on Twitter, I do graduate scholarship, PhD, anywhere. You can get partial funding and all of that. This is undergraduate scholarship. The same thing applies because the scholarship body has a budget, and the budget cannot go around for everyone. So there must be a sieving process to remove some people. And part of the process is this. So if you are average and you are competitive enough, I mean, I don't think you have a problem. But if you are not competitive enough, I think that's where the problem is. So if the person is competitive enough, why not? The person can get a scholarship. All of these scholarships has been explained. This is where number 14 of a fully funded scholarship. Like I said, if you are just joining, we may have time and we have time to break down these scholarships one by one on Twitter. I'm sure that everyone here is following me on Twitter. So, or we can come here again and break it down one by one. Maybe if CB has time, we'll just be taking it one by one. For example, we'll just fix a day and pick one scholarship and break it down, open it, see the application and all of that. For those of you who have been following me on Twitter, I like to do that, break stuff down one by one so that everybody will be able to understand. So, but now the essence of today is to let you guys know that there are scholarships, undergraduate fully funded and partially funded scholarships. So go on Google, like I've said before, copy this information with what you have heard today and see them and start applying. It's as simple as if you have questions, I'm always available on Twitter. You can send a DM and then you can follow CV to CV as a lot. Follow our YouTube page. CV, can you type your YouTube handle here? CV has a lot. A lot.
Where do people type? Where do you type?
You can type. I don't know if you can type by the right. You cannot type, right?
Let me see. I don't know if this comes to you or it comes to who.
Okay, type first. So that people can, okay, private chat. It's a private chat.
Oh, it's a private chat.
So let me put it online so that people can see.
Yeah, it's study abroad prep. Study abroad prep. Study abroad prep.
Yeah,
so it's pretty easy.
So you guys just go to study abroad prep and follow Sylvie. Check all her stuff. She has a whole lot of scholarships. and that are very, very useful. And follow on Twitter. Same and do follow on Twitter, follow on YouTube. Thank you so much. Okay, let's continue.
All right. Let's talk about the Japanese government scholarship. I smile when I talk about the Japanese government scholarship because this was my first scholarship. This is 2014. This is the
Yeah.
first time I got introduced into the world of attaining scholarships. And it's amazing where you get a scholarship where they pay for everything. And that is why my answer to the previous person was when it's fully funded, they take care of everything. The only thing I did after getting my Japanese government scholarship was that I showed up to the embassy with my passport. That is all. Every
Wow.
other thing that had to do with expenses was taken care of. Everything
Wow.
else was taken care of.
Wow.
I just showed up with my passport. They were like, this is your admission letter, this is your this is your that, this is your health insurance, this is your flight ticket, this is where
Wow.
you're going to live, this is
Wow.
how much we are going to give you per month, and that's it. Like,
Wow.
that's all. So it's a fully funded scholarship, and you'll definitely check it out. It's at the bachelor's, master's, and PhD level, and also
Yeah.
for teachers training for those that are already teachers. So they have different scholarships for you. You'll definitely check it out. Okay, this opens up through your embassies, so check out the Japanese embassy in your country, wherever it is that you're located. I'm originally from Cameroon, so this opened up, and I went and submitted my documents in Bastos. I heard someone here was watching from Cameroon. So I went and submitted my documents in Bastos and waited for the process. And when I got it, it was just one step after the other. So you'll check it out, okay? It gives you a chance to study in Japan. So we've spoken about 15 fully funded scholarships. Now we are going to talk about
No, no,
5
sorry. So
Mm.
before we go to that, sorry, there's a question here that says, do all of these college university accept results from all the examination boards, or will I have to write another exam to be able to access these scholarships? Very nice question.
I think that one thing that you have to pay attention to is the conversion of certificates, standardization of certificates, because
Mhm.
based off of whatever thing that different schools around the world provide students with different kinds of exams, which the education systems will differ. So sometimes you will have boards that their jobs is to regularize whatever, like standardize the certificates that you get. For example, what is an HND equivalent to? What is a bachelor's 4 years equivalent to? What is a bachelor's 6 years equivalent, 3 years equivalent to? So there are these standardizations that are done, and sometimes for the for the MEX scholarship, you get to write an exam.
Mhm.
Bachelor's MEX students get to write an exam at the Japanese embassies in different
Mhm.
countries around the world.
Mhm.
But this is not the case for many other scholarships. The
Mhm.
MEX scholarship just wants to. They are just. I don't know. They're just the way they are with it. Like, you have to write some other exam, but that's really not the normal case with other scholarships. Just like each scholarship really has its own characteristics. For it, just like you get the scholarships in Canada saying that they want a high school to nominate you because they believe that the high school is already going to do the first process of making sure that you are a good candidate before they
Okay.
nominate you. So there is already this first assessment of how good of a candidate you are before you
Mhm.
even get to them. So they know that they have filtered, and if they are taking the best of the best. So standardization is always going to happen. Each
Mm.
scholarship has its own characteristic. So what I'll say is check with the scholarship that you're applying for. What are the characteristics of that scholarship? What is required? If they are required to do some standardization things, you have to do that.
Mm.
Yeah.
There's another question. I have a question, please. How can one get schools or school that could nominate them? That's another thing. Because you said the schools will nominate them for like 2 or 3 of those fully funded scholarships.
Mhm.
So how do I know if my school will nominate me or not? Or do I need to tell my school?
Yes. So the first thing that you have to do is there are the thing is, for I don't know about Concordia University and other universities, but for Lester B. Pearson, I had spoken with some of the, not the grantees of the scholarship, but with the administration, those that administer the scholarship. I spoke to them sometime in 2018, just trying to find out more about their scholarship. So there is actually a process for your high school your high school, first of all, has this. It's not all high schools around the world that can just nominate people. Those high schools also, they vet the high schools. So they choose high schools that are like high quality high schools, that they know that the people, whoever that high school is going to nominate, they are going to be fair with it. It's not going to be a process of A knows B, who knows C, who knows D. It's going to be, so they vet the high schools first. So high schools have to apply to be able to nominate their students. So if you are somebody who wants to apply for the scholarship, your first job is to go to your high school and tell them, do you know there is this particular scholarship, the Lester B. Pearson Scholarship for International Students, that I can apply for, but you all have to apply first. So the high school applies first. They vet the high school. When they say, okay, this high school can nominate candidates, then the high school now nominates you. And then through that, you now get a chance at getting the scholarship. So it's a long process. It's a long process, but it's
So
your high school.
yeah. Okay, so you need to tell your high school, Ali Jennifer, you need to tell your high school that this kind of scholarship exists and they need to apply. If you're a teacher here in any school here, I'm sure that you know what to do now. That's very, very important. You need to tell your school that this scholarship is available, let them apply for it. Remember, it's not all of those scholarships. I think the Concordia and the Leicester B, I'm not sure, but most
Lester B.
scholarships in
Pearson.
Canada, there's a BPSN scholarship. Those two scholarships, you need to tell your school to apply. So
Yeah.
go disturb your school. If you know the school management, tell your teacher. If you're
Yeah.
an undergrad student here, tell your teacher to tell
Yeah.
your school that this
Yeah.
kind of scholarship exists in Canada,
Yeah.
and then tell them to apply. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Okay?
And if you can speak with the management, you can speak with administration, speak with administration, speak with management, tell them that you want to apply for this scholarship and you want them to apply to such that you can get a chance to be able to get it. And I'm sure there are some administrations that will bother you. There are some that will not be cooperative, but there are some that will be. Don't give up. Make your high school do it, because yeah, it's a chance for you as a person, but it's actually a chance for all the other students that will be coming behind you. Because once your high school gets accepted into the program, what will happen is that your high school now will be able to nominate others, and that is how maybe your younger ones also go to those high schools, right? So maybe they'll be able to nominate your younger one and other people. So definitely you'll try to push your high schools to apply for it.
Thank you very much. So let's move to, now we are done with the fully funded scholarship.
Yes, there's another question.
Yeah, so okay, let's ask these questions. Yes, I think we are done.
Someone,
What
someone
do we
said,
need to apply for these scholarships? Yeah, whatever you need to apply for this scholarship, it will be explained when you put all of this name of this scholarship on Google. I've said it before, and then search them. We may break these scholarships down one by one. I'm saying me because I don't know, depending on my schedule. I have a presentation tomorrow. I'm not even present. I'm not even ready yet, but since I'm already committed, I have to do it. So that's it. That's it. And Mr. Olami Dotun, there's no problem. If you disturb me too much on DM, I block you. There's no problem with that one. If you stress me too much, there's a block button. Okay, so if you are saying that I don't think public high schools in Nigeria has a chance, it's sad. They won't even move an inch. Well, it depends on your public school. You may try. If you go to good public school, maybe you can try. You can give it a try. I mean,
yeah. It's one of those things that you just have to try. You have to try, and if you can push. If you can, please push,
yeah, if
because
you
it's
can,
going
why
to
not?
help
Please,
you. Yeah.
please push. Yeah. Okay. Somebody's saying that. Okay. Don't let me put this online. For HND students who has working experience, yeah, yes, for HND students who have working experience, for people who have ND, national diploma, who don't have BSc or have higher national. I don't know if you know about diplomas. I don't know if that exists in Cameroon. So
We have HNDs in Cameroon, but
that's good. Are they eligible for these undergraduate scholarships?
I think HND is very tricky because these are people. Wait, HND means that you left high school, right? You left high school and then
you did a diploma, and then you are doing an higher national diploma, which is almost equivalent of a bachelor's degree.
Yeah, which means that you all you need to do is just step back and then apply with your high school documents. You really do not need to if you want to apply for a bachelor scholarship, because maybe with your HND and working experience, it's not going to be considered enough to apply for a master's scholarship. If you have to step back, then maybe step back a bit, and then apply with your high school certificates. Because HND plus experience, I don't think that is equivalent for you to be able to apply for a master's scholarship, right? So so maybe your best shot is to step back, and that's why they have the standardization agencies, right? Because it's like, which one is equivalent to what. That's why they have to standardize it such that it can make sense to everybody on an international level. Because I didn't go to school in Nigeria, I'm not too sure of the details of the education system there.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, that makes sense. Okay, so let's go to partially funded scholarship, because quickly, for those who have some funds, let's quickly run to partially funded scholarship.
All right, so for those that have some money, we are going to start with the Emile Botmy scholarship. And this is a scholarship for international students to France. And this students get to have about 18,000 euro. When you get the scholarship, you get about 18,000 euro. They just give you this block amounts, and then now you have to, what's the word in English? You have to manage it. In French, you say you have to gérer. Like you have to, you spend it, you manage the budget, put it that way. So yes, but it's not going to cover up for everything that you need to study in France. So you will need to manage your budget in a way that can take care of everything that you need. It's called the Emile Botmy scholarship, and this is actually at Sciences Po. I don't know if you all know about Sciences Po in France. If you don't know about it, know about it today. Sciences Po in France is the one that gives you these opportunities. And then another one is South Korea, the Sogang University Scholarship. This is for all international students who are coming into this university. This is the name of the university, Sogang University in South Korea. So you'll check it out, partially funded. This is actually, they have some students get like 100% tuition waived, others get 75%, others get 50%. So it's a very staggered approach. So it depends on what category you fall into. It determines like what you're gonna get. All right, and then 18, we have the University of Bristol Think Bigs undergraduate scholarships. I'm sure you all know about these ones. These are the scholarships that I was screaming about last year and telling you all to apply for it. The deadlines are over. So this is for all international students, partially funded, and to the UK. So if you're thinking about applying to the UK, you definitely check out this particular scholarship. And then the University of Oulu scholarships in Finland, partially funded for bachelor students. You'll check it out. And then the last one is a Transform Together scholarships for international students, also to the UK. You'll check it out if you want to go study in the UK. So you can just check out these ones. They are all partially funded. You need some money. You need some money in order to go through it. And then you now have to figure out the rest of the funding, however it is that you figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much. So let's see this question. This question says, please, can a final year student apply for this undergraduate scholarship? Because ASU is the Nigerian body that is in charge of, I think the association, I've forgotten the acronym, but it's university. I know it's Union of Universities. So they're having issues with the federal government. In Nigeria, as we speak now, most tertiary institutions are on strike. Meaning that students are not being taught. They can come to school, of course, but the lecturers are not working because they have issues with the payment with the government. Now, the question is this: for students who are in their first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, but do not have a bachelor's degree yet, can they apply for this undergrad scholarship?
You will have to step back. This means that you're going to be applying with your high school certificates, which means that you're going to be starting all over again. Because if you finally get to graduating, then, and you already have your bachelor's, then you will be targeting master's scholarships, right? But till you get to that point where you get your certificate, you can do 6 years of bachelor's, but till you get to the point of getting your certificate, no international body is going to recognize that you went through 6 years and then some people went on strike. Like, that is not going to count. What counts, the only thing that they recognize is the paper. You either have it or you don't. So if you don't have that paper yet, that is the only thing that admissions officers want to see. And if you don't have that paper yet, you will have to step back and redo from start.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so ASU, thank you. ASU is Academic Staff Union of University. Thank you. I've forgotten.
Okay,
I've
Academic
forgotten.
Staff Union of
Yeah, that's
Universities.
ASU.
Okay.
That's the body in charge of Nigerian education students.
Okay.
Nigerian education stuff for universities. We have polytechnics too. We have colleges and all of that. But ASU is for universities.
I see.
Okay.
All right.
So
Okay.
okay. So someone is saying that. So are we writing exams for this scholarship? In some cases you may. Let me allow CV explain.
I explained already, right? I told you all when the person asked about standardization, I said that with some scholarships you have to, for example, the Japanese government scholarship, you get to write exams, and for other scholarships, like each scholarship is very, very, you think about scholarships as a whole. No, each scholarship has its own characteristics. It has what they are looking for. It has the target countries that it wants students from. It has its target eligibility criteria. Some scholarships accept a GPA of this, and another one accepts a GPA of that. So each scholarship is extremely unique in its own requirements and procedures. So when you are applying for a scholarship, your job is to see what are the requirements for that specific scholarship, and then to some you will have to write exams, to others you will not have to. So you just have to check the specifics of the scholarship that you choose to apply to.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. For those of you asking me to do a thread, it's not easy, man. John is saying that we should have feedback on Twitter. It's not easy. It's very busy here. So the best thing you can do is to put this on Twitter. Sorry, on Google. Put this information on Google.
Yeah, that's why we said people should come with a pen and a paper, right?
That's why I asked you to. We asked you to come with pen and paper and then jot. So what will happen is I may take time to search for all of these, one or two of these classes, or all. CV and I'm not promising, so don't quote me. But if I have the time, I will see. If ASU continues more than 1 or 2 or 3 months, I mean, I may have to find time to do it. Because what's important is that people live as much as possible to get to their desired destination. CV got his funding, and they see her, she's shining. So, I also got the funding after
and that's you shining.
My bachelor's
and that's you shining.
Well,
and that's you shining.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Kasa is saying that I just gained admission into a school here. Can I apply with my WAEC result for an undergrad scholarship, especially with the strike going on in Nigeria? Yes, you just get an admission, Lawa Kausara, because you don't have a bachelor's degree yet. So yes, your answer is yes, plain yes. Check all of these scholarships one by one, and then see if you can apply for them. Thank you so much. Let me see if there's another question. No other question again.
WAEC is equivalent to GCE advanced level,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yeah, well, maybe I'm not advanced level, but WAEC is the exams that high school students write.
All right. Okay, so it's GCE advanced level.
Yeah, maybe GCE advanced. Yeah, maybe
Okay.
that's yeah.
All right. Okay.
So
okay.
that's the same as for WAEC, West African Examination Council in Nigeria.
All right. Okay.
So that's part of the admission conditions for getting to undergrad school, or colleges, or schools, or anything.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. All right.
Thank you, Sylvie. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Make sure you follow Sylvie. That's our Twitter handle displayed.
It is almost 5 a.m. here. I need to go to sleep.
Yeah, you need to go to sleep. You need to go to sleep.
Y'all check out my YouTube channel, okay? Y'all check out.
Yes, please check out our YouTube channel, please, so that she can sleep. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for coming. God bless you guys. So see you guys on Twitter. We've continued the story on Twitter. Thank you so much. So Sylvie, thank you, guys. Thank you for coming. Please again follow Sylvie, follow her on Twitter, follow our YouTube channel. She needs followers. Her followers are too small, and I don't like it for her content. Please, if you are my follower, follow her, otherwise I'll fight you.
I appreciate that. That. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys. Okay, somebody's saying, hello, IGCSES and GCA levels. Can I apply for this scholarship without IELTS? The person says she did IGC. I don't know what IGCSE and GCA level means. Maybe you have an idea.
GCA levels, I know what it means. With GCE A levels, yes, you can apply for scholarship, but I think the heart of your question is without IELTS. And the thing is that IELTS is, oh, this English, there are different scholarships. There are some scholarships that for example, the Japanese government scholarship, you get to write the English exam at the
Okay.
Japanese embassy.
Okay.
So they don't, you can get through it without IELTS, without TOEFL. They don't need those standardization scores. You get to their embassy and you show how much English you know. They give you 60 questions in 60 minutes, and you see how much you can answer. If you're able to answer those questions really well, that is what they consider as their English exam. You don't need IELTS, you don't need TOEFL. But depending on, it still goes to, each scholarship has its own specifics. There are some scholarships that they want to see that you're able to communicate and you can study in English, and the only way that they can get to knowing that is like through IELTS and TOEFL, which sometimes it's crazy because we all go through school studying in an Anglo-Saxon system, studying all in English, and you can reach out to different scholarship bodies, explaining to them that I did my studies in English. Is it okay? Some scholarships will waive it. I know I've seen some scholarships waive the English proficiency thing, and for some master scholarship, I've seen universities issue out what is called proof of English proficiency, and students use that instead of the IELTS. I've seen that happen, but it still goes down to which scholarship are you applying for? What do they require? And can you waive it? And when you're able to answer those questions, then you know what you can do.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you,
Yep.
Sylvie. Please, it's 1 hour already, so that's what I
Yes.
promised. So
Yes.
please go and sleep. We'll talk again.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes. I should click on leave studio, right?
No, just stay. Thank you, guys.